Right. Alrighty. That was a short stream of 7 days to die. We'll see if I do more variety gaming. I've also considered opening a second channel for that. Doing more sports related stuff on this one only. But let's go ahead and jump into a game here of baseball. I've been playing some already, so I'll walk you through kind of what's going on. I pitched against the Guardians today in a game. And so we pitched with Blake Snell opening the game. Actually, we simmed? No, we pitched this one. So we pitched with Blake Snell. We brought in Robbie Bush, Barlow, Chris Kell, Matt Barnes, Daniel Palencia, Jose Leclerc. Everybody looked really, really good. Snell had one walk and Robbie Bush had a walk. Snell gave up 3 hits. Robbie Bush gave up a hit. I thought Palencia looked really, really good in this one, actually. I thought Chris Kell looked pretty good. Some pretty solid stuff here from the team. And then in the previous game against the Diamondbacks, we pitched with Oscar Yanoa. And I thought he was bad, actually. He did not have a good game. Went 5 innings. No good there. Eflin came in relief, but this was not a great game. And then going back to the Dodgers game. Now, we actually won this one. I ended up simming it later. Originally, I played this one. We had Chase Dollander starting at that 5 spot in the rotation for us. Dollander gave up 7 runs in the second inning. Here, he still gave up 3 runs. Has not had a great spring for us. We can look at the stats now. Kind of get an idea for stuff here. So, like, pitching-wise, worst ERAs on the team. Dollander and Yanoa have not been very good. Palencia has only pitched 3 innings, so we haven't really gotten a good chance with him yet. But I did pitch with him some in the game against the Dodgers that I ended up simming, and he was not great in that one either. So right now I'm regretting not getting Clayton Kershaw a little bit, for sure. Robbie Bush in 2 innings doesn't quite look like he's ready for major league action, and that's fine. I wasn't planning on putting him in. Chris Kell's numbers don't look great in 2 innings, but that's okay. Matt Barnes has been not great either. Walker's been our worst rotation pitcher, but that's not saying too much about Walker. I don't think as much as it's saying about the other pitchers, because he's been pretty solid. 3.6 actually would be better than what he was last year. That whip is a little worse, but overall I think he's been solid. Eflin's been pretty good, I'd say. Neris has been very solid in 10 innings. Barlow's been pretty solid this season so far. Tyler Kinley in just 4 innings has been really, really good. And then Blake Snell has been excellent. Other than the very first game we watched, or actually played, where he struggled a little bit, posting 216 and 104. Pretty solid stuff here. And then whips, yeah, Robbie Bush. Matt Barnes hasn't been very good on that. And if we look at WAR, Yanoa says Eflin has a negative WAR. I don't see how that's the case. Negative 0.2 for Yanoa. And then negative 0.1 for Tyler Kinley. So, position players hitting-wise, Bouchard. This guy hit 370 last season, and so far, through 44 at-bats, that's a pretty decent sample size already. 409. He's having an incredible spring. He has absolutely locked up a spot on the starting roster. Josh Naylor's hitting 350. Now, it says his WAR is bad, too. It's negative. And that makes no sense to me. I mean, his fielding's not perfect, but really? Somehow he's batting 350 and his WAR is negative? Sterling Marte's been really, really good. I could see him getting a lot of pinch hitting. Especially considering... Oh, no. Who's our starting right fielder? Oh, Nolan. Duh. Nolan Jones, who's hitting 293. So Nolan's hitting better than his career numbers. Tovar's hitting 274. That would be better than the last 2 years. Ibanez hitting 240, so not as good as last year, but still, I think Ibanez has been fine. Indy's hitting 235, definitely struggling a little bit. Tommy Edmonds struggling a lot. And then David Fry. Teoscar Hernandez, I had some pretty good reps with him in game, but I did simulate those games. I ended up backing out simulating them. He's gotten some home runs for me. He's been pretty good. I don't think those numbers are going to be accurate on how he actually is in game. But let's go ahead and jump into a game here with Walker Buehler against Jacob deGrom. Haven't gotten a pitch with Buehler yet, so this should be a pretty fun experience. I'm also really liking the Chevron. Let's pitch with some rain. Throw kind of a wrinkle in there. You know what I need to do is I need to turn the game music down. There we go. So we got Walker Buehler versus Evan Carter to start off here. This should be a fun one. I've been kind of having the same go-to here for my pitching staff, where I try to work around the strike zone at first with some of these fastballs, get them warmed up a little bit. And that's going to be popped up. Good start. Not what I was going for, but we'll take it. Leody Taveras. I wish I knew more of these players by name, where I could know where they came from. Because I don't think Taveras... No, he's been on the Rangers. Now, he's batting .333 in the spring. That's pretty solid. I might try to work this knuckle curve a little bit. I do know the knuckle curve is one of Walker Buehler's better pitches. I enjoyed pitching it with it a lot in Season 2. And then the slider. I do love a good strikeout slider. That is definitely my go-to pitch. If it doesn't work the first time, I'll work it a second time. Oh, we get him to swing on it. But you know what? I'm actually going to just throw a fastball up here. Up and inside. Get him to pop up on that. This is one thing I'd like to avoid a lot of this season, is long at-bats. This one's popped up. We'll take that. I think that might have fallen foul, actually, if I didn't touch it. So, I definitely would like to avoid those. Corey Seager. Oh my gosh. He's batting .491? Wow. Whoa. I do not want to mess around with Corey Seager here. That's for sure. Posted 8.8 WAR last season. Yeah. Seager is fantastic. Oh, good pitch though. We get Seager with the slider. Take that, Seager. Alright, now we can see Jake deGrom. DeGrom, I believe. Who hasn't had a great spring training. It's been decent. DeGrom can throw that heater fastball and the heater slider. All these pitches are pretty darn fast. Even the curveball can hit up to 86 miles per hour. Two-seamer can hit 99. This could be an interesting at-bat for sure.
One ball. Okay.
I'm a little late on that one, unfortunately. And then I tagged the circle change up. A little early, though. Swing and a miss. Yeah, that was a tough one. Good timing, but the slider was just not there to be swinging at. Thought that was decent. Got pretty good timing on that one too, just early. Hi, Pat. Yeah, welcome in. Oh, sorry, I was a little distracted there. Welcome, yeah. So we're just getting some spring training in. I don't know if you've seen any of the series to this point. Not looking good here to start. But yeah, we got some really good players this season. So the Rockies to this point have been the worst team in the league twice in a row. I can't show you the roster, I don't think, from here. Yeah, unfortunately. Can I pinch hit? Yeah, I can't show the roster, but we got pretty much overhauled the roster here in the postseason. Off-season, rather, I guess. And it's been pretty good. We're just going through spring training right now. Taking on Jake DeGrom and the Rangers. And Nolan Jones chopped that one up to second, and we're out. We've got Walker Buehler here over from the Dodgers, but his ratings have dropped a bit here in the series. He's at an 80 now. And do I play MLB The Show 25? I don't actually own that one. So I had 24 last year when it was new. I've never played MLB before, though. Didn't even watch MLB, as a matter of fact. This is my first time ever really getting into baseball, so I didn't really feel like it was needed to get 25. I don't really know if there's really that much changed. Especially if I understand any other, sports game. It's probably mostly the same. I would be interested in getting it off if it goes on sale. But I know there's some differences. Like Nolan Jones on our team is really good in 24. 92 overall. And in 25, I'm sure he's much lower because he wasn't actually that good in real life. So, some differences there. Buehler not quite landing all these pitches right where I want them. One thing I've been really trying to work on, though, is my swing timing and my patience. Definitely have struggled with that. That's going to be fair. No test. Alright. But I play 24 for MLB. I played Madden 25 last season. I did end up having to stop playing it, though, due to having a kiddo. Kiddo came along and ruined those plans. So Madden 25 only won one season, and yeah, Benson, that's gonna score a run, I think, unless we can hit this relay. Nope. That is an RBI triple. So Walker Buehler getting in some trouble here in the second inning. And this is even after we've faced Seager already. It wasn't too bad. Got Marcus Semien. I didn't see. When did that say he won the Gold Glove? I thought he might test that one. There we go. No, that's going to be a base hit that scores a run. Interesting. Walker Buehler really struggling here in this inning. Oh my gosh. Trying to throw this one to first, not gonna happen. Now we got Jonah Heim. I've been trying to keep, so I don't know, maybe y'all can answer this. In 24, it doesn't seem like there's any morale system, and from what I've heard, there used to be a morale system in MLB. Are contract negotiations, are those relevant? Wow. This slider is just missing for Walker. Heim's going to take him yard for a 2-run homer there. It's the second inning, and I already have to see Evan Carter again. That is not good news. What was I even saying? Gosh, I don't know. Bueller having an atrocious outing right now.
No.
Just can't land a pitch quite where I want it to go. Should I put this change up in the corner pocket? Yep, that one worked. And you better believe I'm not going back to that slider here for the strikeout pitch. It's just not been there. We'll go for the knuckle curve, and that's called a ball. All right. We'll throw the slider here. I'm half worried that Evan Carter's going to take me hard on this one. He lets that go, he walks. Try cutter. Oh my gosh. This is the worst inning I've ever seen from Walker Bueller, to be honest. This is an atrocious inning from him. That's a really good pitch that's called a ball. We're on our way to... Yep, there it is. 2 bases on for Corey Seager. That's definitely where you want to be. Once you give him a fastball right over the middle of that strike zone there. That's good stuff. Throw the cutter. Nice. Okay, so we got out of that inning. That was terrible. That was really, really bad. Again, DeGrom throwing a lot of those heaters. Definitely tough to go against him here. Ah, got a hold of that one late. That was good, though. That was good. DeGrom missing pretty badly on 2 of these. So we're ahead in this one. Ah! Missed that circle changeup, and that was good timing. That was one to blast right there. And then chopper. Good timing, but Tovar can't take that very far. Don't know what to say on that. Andy Rodriguez comes in. Had a pretty solid season for us last year after trading for him. A little bit weak. That was not a good hit this spring, but I think he'll still be alright. Really, I'm mostly concerned with him just being kind of the... If he's the bottom of the batting order in terms of his batting average, I think that's a pretty good spot to be in. Late on that fastball. Thought he was going to throw that changeup again. And he's thrown 2 fastballs here. 1 changeup. Might go for the punch out. Nope. Goes back to that changeup. And that got me. Alright. Christian Arroyo, one of our free agency signings. Towards the... Man, late again on these fastballs. One of our later signings actually in the cycle in the offseason. Realized I didn't have a second baseman, and we had to go make something happen. We signed Arroyo and Ibanez to be our second baseman. Kind of gonna do a little bit of a by committee on them as that's popped up, and that'll be the end of the second. So, not great stuff here from lads. Got Adolis Garcia now. Adolis. Tell you what, they snacks at baseball stadiums ridiculously priced. $10 for nachos is absurd. Who in the world is spending $10 on nachos regularly? Not bad there. Gonna try a slider low and away, and we got Garcia. Nice. We'll take that. Bueller's been good when he hasn't been bad, actually. It's kind of interesting here. I think he's been really, really solid when he hasn't given up home runs. Now, I'm going to keep going back to this slider. If he misses on these sliders, we're done for. That one's not too bad. Gonna try it low again. Nope, not falling for it. Might go for a punch out here, though. Full count now. I didn't mean to do a fastball. We'll do it again, though. That's fine. I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah, was I kind of giving him something with the fastball over the plate like that? On a full count? I guess so. That definitely missed a little bit, though. I mean, Bueller's just been terrible. He really has been terrible.
No ball. One strike.
And I think that's going to happen with him sometimes this year. I think you're going to have a game where Bueller looks like possibly the best pitcher on the team. And I think you're going to have games where Bueller single-handedly gets the offense out of relevance. At least that'll get us one more down here. And this is going to be the end of Bueller's day, I'll be honest. I have just too many pitchers I want to see. And quite frankly, I've seen enough of him as it is. Nice. Sliders right over the middle of the plate. Bueller, buddy. What is going on with you? That slider's right over the middle of the plate. I can't throw the slider here because he's going to just lob it up to him.
Two balls. Two strikes.
We're up to 68 pitches, by the way. 68 pitches in the third inning here. And we might not even get out here. Try to cut her up high. And that's called a ball? Are you kidding me? I need Bueller out of the game, man. I need him out of the game bad. That's called a ball. What are we doing, ump? Oh boy. Maybe it's me. This is the second game today. I've given up 7 runs in the first 3 innings. I just got to get out of this inning with Bueller. I don't care about the results too much. Obviously, that doesn't matter at all. We're going to be through 3 innings, and we'll have seen the full rotation, or the full lineup, twice. We have legitimately run through the batting order twice. This is ridiculous. Bueller still has, somehow Bueller still has confidence. He shouldn't. Alright, we're done with that. Thank you. Teoscar Hernandez has been a little unimpressive in the spring simulation-wise. Can't get a hold of that circle changeup. It says early. I felt like that was pretty decent, too. That's inside, or outside, rather. Inside the zone, though. Was not expecting that. That's inside the zone, too. Wow. DeGrom is kind of eating me alive here. If I can be honest. Sean Bouchard steps in. If anybody's going to save this game right now, it's Sean Bouchard. Late. I gotta help him. Can't do it on his own. Gets a hold of that one out in front of it. It does land, though. Sean Bouchard. And the hitting streak just continues for him. That'll raise the average a little bit. In fact, can we already see? Does that already factor in? 422 now. Went up from 409 to 422. Bouchard is just having a phenomenal spring.
One ball, no strike.
That rain is really coming down. Whoa, why did I swing at that?
One ball.
Oh man, I don't know. That'll be a double play.
Oh. Yep, he's out.
Okay. I don't know how much more I want to hit this game. I do want to get some pitchers through the system though. See what they can do. I'm thinking of getting Bickford. And we know with Bickford, he's pretty much up my alley here. He throws fastballs,
No ball, one strike.
he throws a changeup, and then he throws that slider. Whoa! Oh, buddy, do not leave the slider over the plate like that. What is going on with these sliders? There you go. That's a good one. That's one we can work with. Yeah.
0-1. Ball, low.
Not too bad, though.
Ball.
Ah.
No, that's a
That's called a ball? This umpire is terrible. And now I had to leave one over the plate. It's okay. Worked out. Slider, punch out. No. That's a walk.
Take it back.
That was very, very poor calling, though.
Strike, woo.
Oof.
Ball.
Okay. Slider's not working. Let's give him a fastball outside the zone. Oh, he caught that. I didn't see that he caught that.
Now at right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Ball, inside.
I don't know what to say. I mean, this isn't Bueller. These calls are just pretty rough.
Nope, that's inside. Right there.
Nice.
Out.
Nice. Good throw, Indy. Indy throwing him out at second base. But it doesn't matter here. The Rangers are looking pretty good. I don't know about that either. I don't know that he did throw him out there. We'll see one more rotation here. This is Naylor versus DeGrom. Oh, late again on these fastballs. The speed is definitely getting me worked up here.
Oh,
See, even on something like that where it's that high, I want to swing on it. And then I'm late. He keeps throwing these heaters, and I just don't know what to do with them. I might have to sit back and watch this one.
2-2.
Okay, well, I don't have a choice there. It didn't let me do anything. But I kind of have to just play the... Whoa, that would have been probably called a strike? I think. That one probably wouldn't have been.
There we go.
Oh, they say I didn't go on that. They're wrong. I definitely tried to swing. And then I watched that one. Yeah, I mean, that's just what's happening here. You can give me the best hitters in the world, and it doesn't matter much because I still can't time this stuff. Late again. It's like I'm seeing them in slow-mo here. Or I'm not really... I guess I'm not seeing them in slow-mo. I'm in slow-mo. That one even felt pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I got a good timing on that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's hitting 100. It's not the first time he's done it either.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Put that one in the same place. You know, his confidence meter isn't full, but I think it should be. Oh. I'm just so late on these. I'm lucky to even draw any contact whatsoever.
Ball.
Another full count. I cannot afford to let this one drop for me. I should have let that go. Staying alive in this one. I just need another ball. I need you to miss the zone. There you go. Okay. That was a tough at-bat. I think we probably hit around 8 or 9 pitches there. You get on base. I'm kind of scared to even try to run for base, though, because all his pitches are so fast. I don't trust that that's something we can go for here. Throws a slow pitch. I swing at it poorly. That's a base hit, though. And you know what I might try to do here is the double steal. What do we think about that? Oh, fouled off the slider. That could have been pretty big news there. I'm going for the double steal here. Didn't get it. Unfortunately, that was a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Yeah. That would have been bad news as well. I just can't get these things to go my way here. And I think here I'd like to get Brendan back in. I haven't really gotten to play with him yet. So let's get Brendan back in the game. And he was a lot better than I think anybody expected last season, for sure. Had our struggles with him, but for being a 66 overall, definitely should not have been playing already, and he was. Of course, because I got him in the Rule 5 draft, we had to sit on him. In the majors, we could not let him go. I considered letting him go, but then I realized what was the point. We were so bad last year that it didn't matter. Still a little bit of a tank job anyway. Looking back, would I probably do it the same way? No. But, you know, he definitely progressed, and he actually had a better year than I thought he would, so he didn't regress at all. And I think so far he's been a pretty valuable addition. We'll have him at the minors this year for sure. I can't say how long he stays at the minors. He could play some long reliever for us. Right now I don't have any plans to bring him up to the majors. But it's something we could definitely look to do. Now, is Lowe already taking us home, or taking us yard twice? I can't really remember. I know he's taken us yard once, but I don't know if the other one was just a hit.
Strike.
That'll do it, though. Perfect no longer.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Will Benson. Will Benson was traded, it looks like, from the Reds. And he's been pretty solid. Those are some pretty good numbers there. Very impressive. Oh, that is a good throw there by Beck. And now we hit him with that slider. It's been our bread and butter this game. And by bread and butter, I mean it's been terrible. But we keep going to it. Curveball wouldn't be bad either. So he's expecting the slider at this point. I could maybe get him with that curve. No. I'm going to throw one more slider, and then I'm going to go for a punch-out strike over the plate. Never mind. Oh, another missed slider. This one at least gets us out of the inning, though. Yeah, I wish y'all could see. I've hit a home run with Teoscar. Hit a home run with Josh Naylor. And of course, nobody's gotten to see that because it's been offline. I've actually been pretty decent offline in my games. That falls. And we'll stay at first. I thought about testing second there, but not a great idea. Again, Andy's had a pretty solid career so far. Nothing great, but nothing bad either.
1-0.
Nope.
1-1.
My brain lagged. I didn't think about the bit rate here with the rain.
Strike. Woo.
I'm watching on that one. Think he might send another fastball our way. Oh, the slider, and I could have had that one the distance if I timed it remotely correctly.
2-2.
And Indy's going to go to second, and he will take second. A little late on the draw from me, but we will advance into scoring position there off the wild pitch. And I was early on the circle changeup.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
And you know what? The count's run full. If I could get the bases loaded for... Well, it would be loaded. But if I could get 2 on for Teoscar... Oh... 8 pitches in this at-bat, too. We have been making DeGrom go the distance. And he walks another pitcher. Or batter. I have been thankfully keeping DeGrom on the mound. And now we got Teoscar Hernandez. And we got decent speed, too. Oh, that was the one. That was the one, and I was way too early. Oh, man.
Oh. 1 ball. 1 strike. Ball 2.
We're ahead in the count, though. And I think we would be loading the bases for... No. That'll be a double play. It does advance. I think that was Indy. It's on third right now. And we do have Sean Bouchard in, who has been excellent for us, but...
Nope. Ball 1. 1 ball. No strike.
And DeGrom has lost a little bit of velocity. The energy is completely out.
Whoa.
And those pitches are definitely looking rough for him. And that's a big time hit from Sean Bouchard. That'll score 1. Bouchard will round to second. No.
Rule double. 2 base.
Ground rule double. I'm telling you, Bouchard, what does that put his average up to? 450? I mean, gosh. Bouchard's up to 435 now. 435. We brought him on late in the season last year. I don't remember if it was a September call-up or if we brought him in before that. I can't quite remember. I think he was a September call-up, though. Sinker, cutter, curve, slurve, change. Okay. Oh, the slurve got me badly there. Yeah, we brought him in as a September call-up. He was absolutely destroying it at AAA. And he came in the month of September. He was excellent. Batted almost 400, and right now he is easily over 400. So, good stuff. A little late on that cutter. Fry, I'd like to see do better. Fry has struggled thus far in his majors career. I don't even think he was particularly good in Cleveland. Let's see. Yeah, he was marginally better than in Cleveland. I guess not marginally. He was quite a bit better, but still struggled with half the at-bats, too. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I chased that. I'm half tempted to leave. I think I'm gonna leave in. Yeah. We're gonna leave Beck in for another inning here. If Beck has another strong inning, I think it's something where we could start considering him. Maybe not for that 5th spot, but maybe for long reliever. But honestly, we could even consider him for... Oh boy, I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. I mean, this is a really, really good Rangers team. But they are absolutely crushing it. At least, I want to see the pitching analysis of how many sliders have gone yard for our team to this game. It's at least 3. We just can't throw them outside of this zone. There you go. That's the slider I'm looking for. That's the one. There you go. That's good pitches. I mean, I'm fine with Beck being taken yard once by this Rangers team. But those were good pitches. That was a really good sequence there. That's a great pitch. And then we can work high and inside on Jonah Heim. Got him. Beautiful. Can we hit that slider? Can we throw it well here on a lefty? That was pretty good. I can live with that. I agree with the catcher's analysis here. Not a terrible curveball. Chopped it right to David Fry. And that's an out. Last one is Evan Carter. I do wish we had more flamethrowers on this team. Ooh, Carter, where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? He's going to second base. I feel like with that speed, he could have tested third. Tried to force us into making a mistake. Alright, Tavares is back in the game now. That's a strike. Pitcher getting tired. Tell me how Brendan Beck is getting tired at 29 pitches. Does playing reliever hamper your ability to pitch long in games, even if you're a starter? I think that's pretty cheesy if that's the case. Alright, at least we're out of this inning. Ah! Under the sinker there. Pop that one up.
The batter, the center
How often have we gotten on base this game? 4 times? I'm timing these well. At least fairly well.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I need my hitters to give me a little more help here.
Oh,
Yeah, I hit a home run with Josh Naylor on a poorly timed ball. Like, my timing was very early, I think, or very late. Nice hit. Perfect hit there for Edmund. It's only going to be a single, but a sharply hit one at that. Nice to finally hit a perfect timing. That feels good. I would like to get Edmund here on second. And with the speed of these pitches...
up.
With the speed of these pitches, I don't mind trying it.
Steal, runner.
Got it. Of course, I messed up there.
One and two.
We could get Jones on base, maybe. Could be interesting. Oh, that one's hit right to third. Or right to first. We do get Edmund the third, though. So might be able to bat in Edmund here with Tovar. Tovar does have, I think, in the 80s on clutch? 78 clutch. Okay.
No.
Ooh. Oh, I thought I timed that one pretty well. I did. Just not good contact there. Oh my gosh, the 12-6 curve kills me. That one, I don't know.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Feeling good about this, though. There you go. Nice. You score a second run. Hey. So Tommy Edman scores. Zeke with an RBI single. Not bad at all. And, you know, I don't think he's going to throw that sinker again. I'm going to go for second here. Aha! Oh, I thought we got a hit and run scenario there. Oh, man. Actually, if I didn't go for the steal, that would have been played to second. The steal saved me from it being played on second, but then unfortunately they were able to make the throw in time anyway. Let's see. Let's bring in Chase. What are we here in the 7th? Yeah. We'll bring in Chase Dollander.
1 ball, no strike.
I'd like to see what he can do against a pretty talented Rangers team. Saw him against the Dodgers. That was not pretty. Bad there. Now Langford's going to pinch hit. Oof. Can't ask for better than that. 94-mile-per-hour strike or fastball up the middle. And now Johnston's pitch hitting. Got a lot of pinch hitting going on here. I'm not usually a fan of working fastballs outside. Doesn't matter because that one missed so badly that it might as well have been inside. Got him. Good stuff there from Chase.
This change defensively for the Rangers. Now playing right. Number 82.
And we'll get some other players in. I'd like to see another hit with Arroyo here. Oh, cutter got me.
No ball. One strike.
We got the cutter, the four-seamer, the slider, the sinker, and the circle changeup. Okay.
That's a ball.
So if it drifts a little bit, that's a cutter. Ah. Third straight cutter. Apparently quite a bit early on that one. I felt like that was decent timing, but
2-2.
slider misses badly. Boom. Christian Arroyo will take Owen White yard. Welcome to Colorado, Christian. Not bad. Well, my streak continues for playing these streams and getting home runs. So that at least makes me feel good. That was an at-bat where I really felt like I kind of understood what White was going for. I mean, that was pretty easy. And yeah, that'll do it. That'll work. Oh, and then Teoscar, I went for the power hit there. The cutter low. I actually timed that almost perfectly. That was a power swing as well. And I thought Teoscar could take him yard again, back to back. Felt like he could. Can Bouchard continue his perfect day? Batting .435 here in spring. And that's not a bad hit. That's gonna be caught. So no, Bouchard can't, but that was still a good hit. I am really excited to see what Bouchard can do. We might have to move him up in the lineup too. And then one more at-bat with David Fry. And that one is hit. Got a little under it. No dice. Not bad, though. That was a really good at-bat for me. Probably my best of the series, honestly.
Pinch hitting for the Rangers.
I had good stuff on all those guys. Whoa. See, Dollander's only 8 pitches in, and he's already... It looks like almost maybe a third, maybe a fifth down. Yeah, definitely not a third, but... So I think there's a bit of a rebalancing there when you're playing a starter, a long reliever. Maybe they're not intended to do that. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, though. If you can pitch 70 times... I know I've seen Dollander pitch... I want to say 90 times? He's going to walk him here. I've seen Chase pitch 90 times in a game. And he's going to be, you know, already that tired after only 8 pitches? No, I don't think so. That is not how that works. But, I gotta tell you, the way this at-bat's going, this inning, yeah. I mean, Chase can't land it in the strike zone to save his life here. Kind of gotta put one over the plate. And that one is blown away. Yeah, I thought that might happen too. I didn't feel good about throwing it over the plate, but it was kind of that, or just go ahead and move on from Chase. And I've seen enough of Chase, to be quite honest. He is not going to be at the majors to start this year. I just don't trust him enough for that. We'll get John Curtis in, though. Curtis had a pretty solid season last year. I'd like to see if he can replicate that a little bit.
No, that's low.
So Curtis throws the two-seamer, the four-seamer, and the slider. So I like the idea of working for ground outs here. Oh, that's going to be a single.
Pinch hitting for the Rangers. Number 55.
Yeah, I like the idea of going for a ground out.
1-0. Strike. Woo.
Not bad there. Wow. Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna score a run on a 30 speed player. That's a triple. Oh boy. That's bad news. Curtis looks terrible right now. That four-seamer has done no good for me. That's nice. Now we can see what that slider can do, maybe. Leaves that one over the plate. That's going to score another runner. Teoscar dives for it. That is going to be a ground rule double. So the Rangers are absolutely murdering us here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've seen enough of John Curtis. We've got some lefties coming up, and you know what? We've still got 2 outs left in the inning to go, so probably not a bad idea to throw Gilbreth in here.
0-1.
I don't know. We'll go for what the catcher says. That's called a ball. You've got to be kidding me.
1 strike.
I just want to get out of this game now. Oh. Oh. Oh, mama.
Safe.
Wow, he's safe. This may be... this is the worst I've ever seen. Well, if you're the Rangers, you gotta feel good about your 40, man. There you go. That gets us out of the inning. Grounded into a double play there. But, man, you gotta feel good about your team. Your 40 man looks good. And I'm just gonna stick with all the starters here. I want to get something go with Josh Naylor. Get the four-seamer, the slider, the curve, and the changeup. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to swing there.
No ball. 1
I really didn't mean to swing there. And Naylor hits theoretically as good against lefties as he does righties. That one's not going to be very good, though. Tommy Edman, I'd like to stick with him a little bit, too.
1 ball. No strike.
And that's another hit there for Tommy Edman. I have been on point with him this game, actually. I do think that he's not going to generate a lot of homers for us, but I think he's going to be able to get on base a lot. Oh, that was a good one to swing at.
0-1.
We're going to try to steal second here. Not opposed to a hit and run.
Strike 2.
Oh, they're not even going to try. That's interesting. Well, we can go for third here. They're not even going to stop it.
Steal. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
Okay. I mean, if they're going to play prevent, I'll go for bases, I guess. I'm not opposed to it. gosh, the changeup killed me. Oh, and the Zeke Tovar comes in. Of course, we know he has driven in Edman once this game. Would love to do it a second time. Oh, late on that one.
That's the ball.
I do think 4 would be one of the highest run totals I've gotten in a game in the show. Not that that's saying a lot. And they may just walk Tovar here. I wouldn't blame them. No, they're going to try him, and I'm a little late on that one. Oh, late on that one, too. Thankfully, I get it. Not too late, though, actually. Oh, late on that one, too. Why am I so late? I don't understand. And that's a good hit. That's going to go, go, go. It falls! And Tovar goes to second. A little slow on getting to second there, but hey. We scored Edman twice this game. That's pretty cool. We hit a home run, and we've scored 4 runs. The offense has actually been pretty good. And we can steal third here. So we're going to do it again. If they're going to play me deep like that, then I'm going to go for stolen bases. Why not? And that's going to be the end of the 8th, though. But hey, that was a pretty solid last 2 innings of bats for us, I think.
Leading off with the Rangers, the designated hitter, Smith.
And now we'll get to see a little bit of... I want to see Robbie Bush again. I do. He's really, really struggled to this point, but this is great practice for him. He's not going to be at the majors to start the year. I want to see what he can show us. And I really, really like his arsenal, too. Plus, this is good. We get to go against the lefty here. It's not starting off well, though. Falling behind 2-0. The 2-seamer down low. Not opposed to trying to work an outside fastball here. But, I mean inside the zone. Outside, inside the zone. Robbie. That one's popped up. Not too bad. Now we got Marcus Semien again. Why is he still in the game, man? 3 for 3. And that's going to continue. Make that 4 for 4. Marcus Semien absolutely killing us in this game. That's a ball. Josh Young. Oh, got to be careful with those. Let's try the 2-seamer low here. Not bad pitch. I mean, that's where I wanted it at least. Now the sliders popped up. Nolan easily gets under that. Joan gets back to first. Not a bad inning here from Robbie. It's saying he's already tired. See, that's just not right. That's not correct. He should not be tired. I've seen Robbie go probably 70. I know he didn't have full stamina to start this game, but still. Alright, Robbie gets ahead pretty considerably here, 0-2. You can start working some of those breaking balls inside a little bit. Oh, left that one over the middle of the plate, but that will be the end of the Rangers offense this game because there's no way we're scoring 9 here in the final inning. We do get some of our best hitters, though, up to go against Kumar Rocker. And Rocker throws that fastball, slider, curve, changeup, and a two-seamer. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, and even my timing was pretty good on it. Oh, way early on the slider. That could have been Arroyo's second home run. And then I chased the slider outside. Only one bad choice there. Bad timing on one of them. It happens. Late on the fastball. Wow. Wow, that's in the zone. Not a lot I'm going to do with that one. So I definitely wasn't planning on swinging at that. Oh, I don't know why I swung at that one. Early on the changeup. Oh, man. Here comes Sean Bouchard. Can we get him 3 for 4 on the day? Whoops. Wow, that's inside. I thought for sure that was going out of the zone. And then I swing high on a fastball. And here's your ball game. Yeah, going for the punch out. That is 4 straight fastballs. Make that 5 straight. Count runs full here. I don't care how we get Bouchard on base. I just care that we do. And he's going to give him a hit there. Unfortunately jammed a little bit. And that's the end of the game. So I think we got some needed information pitching. Not good, but needed. And offensively, I thought it was pretty decent. I had innings where I was really, really bad. And I had innings where I was pretty good. So we look at the box score here. We will not look at the Rangers box score. Please. Do not want to see that. Naylor unfortunately can't hit once. Edmund had a solid game. Nolan struggled a little bit. Zeke was pretty good. I thought Indy and Arroyo were good. Bouchard was really good. And then Teoscar and David Fry didn't quite get it done. Walker had a terrible game. Beck and Dollander did not have good games either. So we learned a little bit about them there. And I think I'm going to simulate a little bit more. And then I'll play some more on my own. And then we will start the new season. Framber Valdez has another good inning or outing here. Valdez gives up 1 run only. And 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. It looks like Arroyo has a good game. Nolan Jones, Teoscar has a good game. Nice. Very nice. Eflin versus the Giants. And not a lot of offense here, actually. Naylor is the only hit. Naylor goes yard and wins the game. Single-handedly. Look at that, though. Eflin, 5 hits given up, 2 strikeouts. And then great stuff from our relievers. And a save from Jose Leclerc. And then we'll get one more game here with Oscar Yanoa. I think I'm going to see what I'm expecting to see here. Yanoa gives up 7 runs. Oh my gosh. We win a game where we gave up 7 runs in 2 innings. Wow. I don't know what to do for this final spot in our starting rotation here. Edmund has a good game. Arroyo, Naylor, Teoscar, another really solid game. Looks like we got a home run from Jeremy De La Rosa as well. And then we'll sim Blake Snell's game. Mariners defeat the Rockies. Whoops. Just kind of curious here. Edmund. And then Tovar, but not great from the rest of the team offensively too much. Snell gives up 6 runs. So it's been a pretty volatile spring so far from what we've seen. Now we lose to the Diamondbacks, who I do think are going to be probably the team to beat in the division. Naylor with 2 hits. Not a lot from anybody else, though. And Buehler and Eflin struggle. So that leaves Valdez and Eflin. I'm going to play these on my own. And I'm going to get one more game in with someone other than Oscar Yanoa, because, quite frankly, he has just not been good. If we look at the pitching here, John Curtis numbers, we'll ignore those. Oscar Yanoa, 7 ERA in 18 innings. That's enough to know that you've struggled, buddy. Dollander, right now, that final spot, if I had to choose someone to give it to, maybe Palencia, but we haven't really seen a lot from him. Am I missing Brendan Beck? There he is. Brendan Beck, Palencia, and Dollander for that final spot, but right now it's probably Palencia or Bell, or Dollander. So, alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, and I'll try to do more of this streaming, just kind of off the cuff. I'd like to get more rhythm with it, though. Definitely not very comfortable doing it yet, so we'll get there. But thanks everyone for stopping by. Looks like we hit 17, so that's pretty cool. Please leave a like if you're watching this retrospectively, if you're here currently, and I will see you next time.